Hello everyone, how are you? The Prioritization schedule assignment. Hello everyone, how are you? Before we discuss about the loan amortization schedule assignment, let me show you how to prepare the file for submission. So for that purpose, open an Microsoft Excel file and then click in the first cell and type in the following. Okay, just follow me. Course name, then use the bottom border to separate this from the remaining part, preferably thick bottom border. Okay, then mention that this is an individual assignment. Okay, individual assignment number 2. Okay, and I prefer it to have capitalized. Okay, now save the file. Okay, click file, then click save as, and you can go to any location you prefer, but I'm going to show you on the desktop. So I'm going to browse it, go to desktop. Okay, and then rename the file in this manner: fin2319. Hello everyone, how are you? Before we discuss about the loan amortization schedule assignment, let me show you how to prepare the file for submission. So for that purpose, open an Microsoft Excel file and then click in the first cell and type in the following. Okay, just follow me. Course name, then use the bottom border to separate this from the remaining part, preferably thick bottom border. Okay, then mention that this is an individual assignment. Okay, individual assignment number 2. Okay, and I prefer it to have capitalized. Okay, now save the file. Okay, click file, then click save as, and you can go to any location you prefer, but I'm going to show you on the desktop. So I'm going to browse it, go to desktop. Okay, and then rename the file in this manner: fin2319. If your section is A, then type A. If your section is C, then type C. So I'm typing X, so that should be your section. Then type in your ID number without any space, and then space dash space IA2. Okay, that means individual assignment 2, and then another space dash space 181. Okay, now click save. Now the file is ready for doing the assignment. You watch the another video to have the demonstration of the assignment. Thank you very much. Welcome again. Now we are going to key in the input information. Okay, so at first write down because this is a loan amortization problem, so basically at first we need the information about the amount of loan, number of years of the loan, that means the maturity of the loan, and also whether the loan will be repaid monthly or yearly basis. So these are the information that we are going to key in now. So to get the loan amount, okay, what you have to do is you have to link the amount with the ID number. So that is you do not have to learn this actually, this is for this part you just follow me. Okay, so you can pause the video and see what formula I have typed, and you can exactly follow that to do that. Okay, so loan amount should be equal to now you have a loan amount. Now I want you to type in the interest rate. So the interest rate will be equal to the cell where you have your ID number, then 4,2 divided by 100, and convert this cell into percentage. Okay, this is the interest rate. Then maturity of the loan in years. So let's say the maturity of the loan is 20 years. Okay, and number of payments in a year. Okay, just say per year. It's 12. Number of payments per year is 12. Okay, we can click double click here to make sure that the content fits in the first column. So number of payments per year is 12. That means the loan repayment will be on monthly basis. On monthly basis, every month the loan will be repaid. So these are the inputs. So we have got the input for solving the problem. Now watch the next video for the remaining part. Thank you very much. Hi everyone, now we are going to see an example of preparation of the loan amortization schedule. We have the input here. The loan amount is 34 million. The interest rate is 22%, quite high, and the maturity in years is 20, and the number of payments per year is 12, which indicates that the installment will be paid on a monthly basis. So the equal installment will be paid every month. So the first thing we have to do is calculate the monthly installment payment, the equal monthly installment payment. So let us write down equal monthly installment. So this is essentially the PMT. That means PMT, we have to use the PMT function to calculate the equal amount that should be paid every month in these 20 years, so that the present value of the equal amount during these 20 years is equal to 34 million. Okay, now how can we do that? And we can easily use the function insert function command here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click this one, and then I'm going to search the PMT function here, PMT, and then click go, so that we can easily find the function. Okay, fine, we have got PMT here. So you can see the description of the function is it calculates the payment for a loan based on constant payments and a constant interest rate, which is the case we are going to solve now. Okay, let us click OK when the PMT is selected. Now we have got several areas of input here. So you can get the explanation here. Rate is the interest rate per period for the loan. For example, use 6% divided by 4 for quarterly payments of 6% APR. So in this case, the example clearly shows that you can, if the yearly rate is 6% but the payment is quarterly, then we have to calculate the applicable quarterly rate. In our example, the rate is actually 22%, which is yearly rate, but we are going to pay monthly, so it should be 22% divided by number of payments per year. We are not going to type in the amount. What we are going to do, we are going to link the cell so that if we change the interest rate, we can see the results immediately. Okay, so keeping this box selected, the box for the rate selected, we click on the interest rate, okay, divided by number of equal installments in a year. So yearly interest rate divided by number of equal installments. So we got the we automatically get the monthly interest rate. Now the next one is NPER. What is that? NPER is the total number of payments for the loan. So we can clearly see that we have 20 years and every year we will make 12 payments. Therefore the number of payment will be number of years times the number of payments in 1 year. So it is very clear that it should be the cell where we have number of years times the number of payment in a year. So we can see that it is 240 is the total number of payment. Now PV is the present value, the total amount that a series of future payments is worth now. So since we are going to take the loan of 34 million, and that is actually the present value of all future loan payments. Okay, so we can straightforward click the cell where we have the loan amount. Now what about FV and type? Okay, FV will be used if for example based on your after your 240 payment you still want to have something like $10,000 in the account. So in that case FV will be 10,000 something like, but this is unusual case, we don't have to think about that, we can keep it empty. Then type is very important, because if you pay the loan at the end of the year, then you can keep it blank or you can type in 0. But if you are paying the installment at the beginning of month or beginning of whatever period, then you will have to type in 1 here. Okay, so we are keeping it blank because our loan repayments, our installment payments will be at the end of every month. Okay, so now we can click OK to get our PMT. We can clearly see that our PMT or monthly equal installment is $631,000. Okay, now why is it negative? It is showing negative because we are actually going to pay it. So to in our loan amortization it is showing negative because we are actually going to pay it. So to in our loan amortization schedule, $631,000 Okay, now why is it negative? It is showing negative because we are actually going to pay it. So to in our loan amortization schedule, actually we don't want to show the negatives and all this because these are self-explanatory. It is very easy to understand. Therefore, if we click on this, we are actually going to pay it. So to in our loan amortization schedule, actually we don't want to show the negatives and all this because these are self-explanatory. It is very easy to understand. Therefore, if we click on this cell, the formula bar will show the formula. Okay, so before the formula we place a minus sign so that it shows a positive amount. Okay, we are not going to think about positive versus negative and all this thing now. Let us focus on the loan amortization schedule. So we have calculated the equal monthly installment for repaying this loan in 240 months, that is 20 years, using monthly installment. Okay, now in the loan amortization schedule we have several. Okay, let us write down loan amortization schedule. Okay, so in the loan amortization schedule we will type in the column heading first, month, then beginning balance. Okay, I'm just writing in short BEG dot BAL dot, that is for beginning balance. Then it will be for installment, equal installment, so I'm just writing install. Okay, then from the installment we'll certainly have some amount of interest payment, so INT dot PAY dot. Then if we deduct the installment payment from the installment, then we'll get the principal PRN dot repayment, just say REP for repayment. Okay, so if we deduct the principal repayment from the beginning balance, then we will get ending balance. Okay, fine. Now let us because we have 240 months, so let us start from 1. The first month is month 1, second month is month 2. Now let us select these 2 months and then click here. When the cursor becomes a plus sign, then drag it until we get up to 240 months, because we have already got the information that our loan will be repaid in 240 months, and based on that we have got our installment payment. Okay, let us make the column headings bold, and also let us underline the headings. Okay, now we know the beginning balance, so what we will do, we will link. Let us underline the our loan will be repaid in 240 months, and based on that we have got our installment payment. Okay, let us make the column headings bold, and also let us underline the okay, let us make the column headings bold, and also let us underline the headings. Okay, now we know the beginning balance, so what we will do, we will link the beginning balance of the loan in this cell. So let us press equal, then click on the loan amount, because in month 1 the full loan amount is the beginning balance. Okay, so let us click this one, C12, because in this worksheet C12 contains the loan amount. Okay, enter. Then the installment is equal to the PMT that we have calculated. Now what we are going to do, we are going to lock this cell, because we will copy the installment until the 240th month. We will lock this cell by typing the $ before the column heading and before the row heading. Then we press enter, and not only that, because this will be fixed, so we before the column heading and before the cell, because we will copy the installment until the 240th month. We will log this cell by typing the $ before the column heading and before the row heading. Then we press enter, and not only that, because this will be fixed, so we drag this one until the 240 months. Okay, so that is done. Now the interest payment should be equal to the beginning balance times the interest rate. Now you have to remember that the interest rate mentioned here is the yearly rate, and what we have to do, we have to make it monthly. So for doing that, we divide it by the number of payments in the year. And not only that, because the rate should be fixed, the rate row should not change, so we place a $ before the row numbers, so that when we drag it below, it remains fixed. Okay, now the principal repayment is essentially equals to the installment minus the interest payment. Okay, and the ending balance will be equal to the beginning balance minus the principal repayment. Okay, and the second month beginning balance will be equal to the first month ending balance. Well, so now we have got the amounts. And what I prefer is, use the uniform format, like for all of them, let me put currency, okay, format, and I'm going to reduce the decimal point to 1 decimal point, okay, to make it simpler. Now what we do, we just copy the cell for the second month. Okay, copy the cell for the second month, also the ending balance. Okay, now we have got the entries for the second month, and from the second month we drag it until the 240th month. Okay, 240th month. So these hash signs are because we the column width is not enough to fit the value, so we just double click the column border, then it will be okay. And you can see that the ending balance of the last month is 0. Okay, so that indicates that our loan amortization schedule is okay. So from this schedule, for any month, for example, if you want to know the balance of the 10th month, you can see in month 10 the beginning balance is 33.92 million, and the installment is equal for every month. Now out of the installment on the 10th month, you are paying 621,900.4 interest payment, and the principal is 9,500. Principal is paid in that month, and at the end of the 10th month, your loan balance is 33.9123382 million. So this is how you can know the status of the loan in any month if you pay the installment equally every month. I hope that you have understood how to prepare a loan amortization schedule. Thank you very much.